the match we have today. I think it's going to be a good one. We got Little Falls versus Waubun. And I think these teams are both 1-1, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe they are, looking at the notes that I have accumulated.
Okay. So yeah,
So,
very even
yeah.
team teams, and I'm very excited to see whether uh it's gonna be like a really like fast paced type of game or a very kind of slow and even and methodical type, because you never really know what you're gonna get with BEDWARS, especially when you have 4v4s.
Yeah, that is true. 4v4s is a lot different than 2v2s. So teams that have gone pretty far in 2v2s might not go as far as 4v4. You shouldn't expect the same exact thing from them because, there's two extra players on your team, there's two extra players on the other team. So, it's just way more chaotic. So I
Right.
do recognize some names off the top of my head. I know Little Falls is a new school for Minecraft. They actually have two teams, which is actually pretty cool for them.
Yeah,
A
it's
new
a
team coming
very
in has
it's very
two.
uncommon.
Yeah, it is. You don't really see two teams in
Hmm.
one school. You see it a couple times, but not really here in Minecraft. I do remember a few names from Waubun, like Gigi Subaru. I cannot forget that name.
Right.
Pixel T-Bird 78. Those are two that I, right off the top of my head, have heard before. Little Falls, I haven't really casted anything from Little Falls. Maybe some
Right.
Rocket League. I don't even know.
For sure.
So
I'm very unfamiliar with both these teams in the grand scheme of MNVL. I don't think they have too much Smash kind of presence there,
yeah,
but I do know both the teams are somewhat present in things like Rocket League and Fortnite.
yeah, that is something I am aware of. There are a few teams that are there, and one thing I do know, and this also proves that there's two different teams, is because last week we were supposed to have Roseville and Little Falls, and it was the other Little Falls team that was supposed to play Roseville, because I'm looking at the notes here,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
and it's two different sets of four. So 8 players you get in Little Falls to play Minecraft. That's actually pretty cool. I actually want to see how many students that school has. Um,
Yeah. Um, I'm trying to think because with the meta being changed to 4v4, is there anything that is like really um like different with the switch from 4v4 to 2v2 in terms of like the new meta that we've kind of like been developing and kind of understanding for the past like a season or two?
so the meta was completely overhauled. It was completely changed like a season or two, a couple seasons ago. I think last season was the first season that they did with it.
Right.
And it's very interesting. There's a lot of different things. Armor has abilities. I You have the totems, there's all that stuff, and it's very interesting. And from what I know, I don't think the meta is gonna have a big change in the near future. So,
Okay.
you know,
Okay. Yeah,
it's
for
very
sure. Is there a reason why this is nighttime?
I don't know. Usually, if we are on evening, usually the spectator would at least have night vision,
Yeah, I would flash day.
or we can slash. Oh yeah, slash time set day.
What? Okay,
Ooh.
guess going in with nighttime. Okay, I'm down.
Hmm.
I gotta pull up my spectacles for this one.
He needs to pull out the spectacles for this one.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I
And
It's
yeah,
red kind of just going and just kind of blue base right now.
yeah,
Unfortunately, we got pinned into a 3v1 situation, and that never ends well. So Wobblin's gonna have to fall back and retreat.
yeah. And I will give you an update. I did find out how much students Little Falls High School has, and it is 782. So getting 8 players for Minecraft, that's pretty good, I will say. Like,
Rather impressive, yeah.
yeah, like Blaine, which is the school I go to, if you don't already know, has about almost 3,000 kids, and we didn't even get a Minecraft team together since I played. So it's
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 very
yeah,
hit or miss, I feel
it's
like.
very hit or miss.
Diamond Gems being on tier 2, we might see these teams kind of go out and explore in a little bit
Oh
more.
yeah.
And kind of develop the map a little bit here. We already have developed the map quite a bit here. With kind of some of these structures, like to get over the honey.
Yeah. We are looking at mid now, where Little Falls is trying to advance, try and collect some emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this nighttime I can count the pixels on the screen, can't ya? Very interesting.
Yeah,
Let me
the
see what
bitrate is
players these
rather
are.
not too kind,
Oh
if
yeah.
I be so bold.
Oh, I can really see that. And you can actually see that the crosshair is an image in Minecraft.
Yeah, it's just a overlay.
It's literally just an overlaid image, which is kind of interesting. We have a TNT placed down. Trying to defend against the multiple players that are advancing on this Waubun player.
A
Seeing a three.
tactical a tactical retreat as we're trying to escape a 2v1 situation before it turns into a 3v1, but
Oh yeah,
unable. Hikaru is met their demise.
yeah, they have met their demise. But we have someone else in middle for Waubun.
Okay. Trying to advance over to is Diamonds over there?
Yeah, that's the diamond gen on the
Okay.
Little Falls side, so might go for something there. What are we looking at right now? We're looking at Nickel123. Oh, fireball boosts the player forward, but gets
Trying to see
knocked
if
off. No, he jumps back up.
I'm trying to see if we can get anything started here. I have to be trying to run away. I feel like Waubun's always trying to get out of these 2v1 situations, but Waubun just kind of hiding on top of the Koopa shell here. Little Falls, I don't know how they're gonna try and get him out of here.
Yeah, being on top of there, you have the high ground. You can jump on someone, essentially tap them off with one click of a button. So now, what do you do here? You just probably stay and wait for another player with TNT or just another player in general to come and try and help you. As this Waubun player keeps knocking down Little Falls players. I would only assume that Nick doesn't have any tools because by then you'd probably jump down despite having a couple players. If you have upgraded enough tools, you could just melt through the blocks anyway.
Right. So as we're getting a little bit of armor here, we're still not having a way to kind of get Waubun off of their own base. They're kind of just playing King of the Hill right now, and it seems like Waubun's doing a rather good job at it.
Yep, they are.
We're
You
trying to
did
make a
see two Little
tactical
Falls
retreat.
players. Yep, you did see the two Little Falls players chasing that Waubun player. I did hear a fireball in the faint distance. There goes one Waubun or Little Falls
No
player, and the other
way!
one goes down. Wow.
We're just using Isaac Newton to our advantage and just pushing them.
Oh yeah, and you see the fireballs trying to go up to catch the Waubun player, only on 6 also, so like 3 hearts. It's not a lot of health to work with when you're in these types of situations. But there is natural regeneration. And here we go, another fight. This could be the demise of Waubun player. It will be Nick will finally perish. As another Waubun player trying to take his place.
Right.
But now
I'm
revenge
curious
is back.
to know, where was Waubun's team during that entire thing? I feel like we didn't really see any backup or anything at all.
They were probably going to get, because all the Little Falls players are stuck there. You're probably going for better materials like diamonds and emeralds. Those are things that, yeah, you'd rather have time to get than have a chance of maybe possibly getting the bed, but most likely not. So that's something that we did when I played. We would usually just stay at the base, scare the other team to have at least 3, maybe 4 of them at the base, and just go
Right.
for emeralds or diamonds,
Right, definitely. I feel that we are able to have a much better lead now that, since, like you said, everyone's just kind of gone on and progressed their own like armor and tools and whatnot and totems.
Yeah.
So do you think we're gonna be seeing more of like a sweep, if you will, for Woblin coming here shortly?
I don't know. They do have a lot of stuff compared to Little Falls. Like they have the water down already, but Little Falls can do that in essentially a snap of a finger because I believe it still only costs gold. So that's
Right, okay.
usually a resource that you have more to use compared to like
Right.
diamonds and emeralds, which are way more valuable in my opinion.
Right. No, I agree. I mean, there's a reason why they don't spawn in your base. They probably are better, huh?
How you used to get the gen upgrades, you could spawn emeralds really quickly. So Yeah, but I don't think those gen upgrades are like that anymore, if we even have one at all.
No, I
But
don't think we do have them.
I think we have one, and it just gives you like 50% more iron and gold. So it's not really that useful because the meta during when I played was more so get diamonds, upgrade to the emerald gen or molten forge, which is the max gen, which gets you a lot of emeralds really quick.
Okay.
Diamonds you only really needed for um gen, a couple layers of protection, then get sharp 1, and then you just have a bunch of emeralds to use on pearls, diamond armor, diamond swords, anything you wanted. But that meta has completely changed, so that's not how you would do it anymore.
Right. I mean, we like to keep things fresh here at MNVL. We like to keep
Yeah,
players on their toes.
yeah, as we do see a couple Waubun players at the diamond gen of Little Falls on top of one of Yoshi's
Right.
eggs.
We
One of
kind of just
one.
have been like taking a page out of Solid Snake's book and just kind of walking around, just trying to go undetected for the most part.
Yeah.
It doesn't really seem like we're trying to advance anything. More just kind of get intel and get info on Little Falls. But this is going to quickly change here as Little Falls here is getting attacked by Waubun.
Yep, they are. We're having, I believe, here comes another Waubun player. TNT's down. Another one. Beds open on the base side, and I think everyone is down. Yeah, everyone has died for Waubun. So, great defense by Little Falls. Just saying. And now they got to
Right,
patch that bed back up.
for sure. I'm very surprised that Waubun wasn't able to like sneak in there with like an Ender Pearl or anything and just kind of yoink it.
Yeah, well, they had 3 of them. It's a choke point where they're entering, and if you have enough players standing there, you'll eventually knock them off, or you'll just overpower them with force and kill them. And we do see an exchange of TNT here for Little Falls, so that could mean that they are planning an aggressive rush.
Right. I'm curious to see how they will develop that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. As we're looking at the Diamond Gen, Little Falls advancing towards middle, and a Waubun player jumps around the TNT.
I
They
like how
just
we kind
switch
of just
spots.
yeah, he quite literally just like did merry-go-round or like
Yeah.
musical chairs and just switch them around. But we are still getting chased here. Waubun is getting attacked from all sides here. Oh my god, we got some flying, but we're still
Whew.
on the okay.
From behind, yep. So yeah, that used 2 fireballs that didn't kill the player.
Three,
And where'd that
three
come from?
fireballs. That
Oh, that came
three.
from mid from this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyways, 2 fireballs to try and kill 1 player. That's not really that well of a use of resources. You kind of need to kill him in that 1 fireball, or at least get him low enough to kill him.
Okay.
So that wasn't really the best use of the fireballs, but it was a good attempt, and they eventually did get the Waubun player in the end.
I like how we kind of just made like a bunch of hopscotch over the
Yeah.
honey at this point. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, just go over it if you don't want to be on it. So you can place
True.
blocks on it. So you can just place a couple blocks under you, do a run like you have. Like honey isn't even there. You just have to place a couple blocks.
Right.
In
It
this
just
game,
makes you thinking a little bit more.
yeah, it is. And this game is turning into quite a longer one because it's Diamond 3. Emerald 3 is the last upgrade. Then we have bed breaks about 5 minutes later. Then we have like 5 minutes again, or 3 or 2, something like that. And then we have dragons, then a couple minutes of that, and then the game's just done. And like we saw in week 1, we would have to go to a sudden death match, which we saw that for the first time week 1.
Right. That's a whole other can of worms. Don't
That
even
is
worry
a whole
about
other
that.
can of worms.
Don't worry about that, sweetheart. We ain't there yet.
Yep, if we get there, we'll say more about it. So,
Right. I
but
can't tell if that's either emeralds or ender pearl.
that
I
is
think
an
it's
emerald in
Yeah,
their
yeah,
hand
okay.
right now.
I wonder where this Subaru's driving off to.
The GG Subaru. Speaking of cars, or on the topic of cars, I have to keep mentioning this team. The Monomedai team is named 1997 or 1990 something 1990s
1990s. Yeah.
Toyota Corolla, which is really funny to me. I would
Yeah,
really
that's
like
that's
to
a good
know that.
esports team name.
That is a perfect name. Car name, all. I just would like to know why. I would
Uh,
actually I would actually bet that one of the players drives a 1993 or 1997 Toyota Corolla.
oh, that would be nice
It'd be very interesting.
for sure. What are we doing with this movement here? Do you have any idea? Like, why are we going on Mount Everest?
I don't know. I guess you do have the boots so you can boost ahead. So getting that high ground just gets you a little more distance with that. Sometimes with the expense of fall damage, but I'd assume that's why they're going on the high grounds using Mount Everest and K2 to climb up and
Dude, Nick
fly
really is
away.
looking for blood right now.
Oh yeah. Using the boots to his advantage. Player not taking any knockback. This is very unfortunate.
I mean, miss a fireball, but it doesn't matter. We're able to try and get for this bed right now. I wonder what the play is.
I think the play
He'll
is
go
trying
up
to
and
go
around.
around, distract the players, and eventually drop some kind of TNT. But no, we go back
Right.
on top of the Koopa shell. They are on fire. Now off of fire.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah, I
even know
think
what
I think
that
you're
sentence
definitely right
was.
about it being some sort of distraction. Oh my god, dude, the whole platoon is coming. You get fireballs left and right. You got Fracture trying to take out Waubun here.
And there you go. Will happen. Waubun will be knocked out. Or knocked off. Well, Nick killed by... Who was it? It was Fracture, right? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it
yeah,
was
no, it was
Fracture.
definitely Fracture.
Oh, and Gigi Subaru throwing in some of the artillery from middle. Very interesting. Just trying to hit the people that are in the base, I guess.
Right.
And now the question is, Waubun, do you try and go again really quickly, or do you just try and wait, try and block a little falls rush, and then go for a rush? But here we go. We have Gigi Subaru about to be in a conflict with Fracture, the one who killed Nick just moments ago. I guess he might have been knocked off.
Okay.
I guess so, with the bow and arrow was knocked off. Very interesting.
As we kind of go into this little corner here to hide away, Subaru's just looking to get back to base, or I would assume so. As Emerald gens get upgraded tier 3, like Frog was talking about earlier, we are going to be able to see bed destruction here in a minute and then some to try and see if dragons are going to come online. Do you think we're going to get there, or?
I think we're going to get, if we get to bed destruction, we're almost certainly going to get to
I mean,
dragons
Little
unless
Falls
one
doesn't want to,
team...
as they're making a great approach right now. Hang on, get the bed.
Ooh. Oh, we
Yeah,
have
the whole
two, we have
squad's pulling
three.
up.
This might actually be it.
As one goes to take out the water, as two Little Falls players are trying to take out the Waubun players, but they just keep coming back. That's why we got to take out that bed.
Now we're waiting. The water is down. Now you just have to wait for it to get off of the bed and then jump on it, break in. But you see, they have so much armor, Little Falls
Right.
does.
They are just great health sponges. It looks like Red Team's just being killed over and over by Little Falls here.
Yep, it is. One is dead. TNT down, bed is
Bed
open,
exposed.
and it is gone.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Wait, we're
Nothing
just
left
raining
of the
down fireballs.
defense. What a run by Little Falls. It only took one good one. And now
Right.
Waubun at the end. Oh, well, they don't have a bet anymore. But just hold on. You see 40 seconds. Because I don't know why you can only have 3 digits. I don't know. But about less than 40 seconds left until now Little Falls not having a team. So they have to go in now to try and kill at least one. One of the Little Falls players will perish. And I do not think there is another one. So
Right,
it looks,
absolutely.
so it looks like both of the beds will be gone, and it'll be a 4v3 in the favor of Little Falls.
Right. So we have the 3v4 at the moment, and it looks like Little Falls has definitely kind of built quite a good offense from, especially from what we saw in the first
Yeah.
thing, where kind of they were held off. But now that the dragons are gonna come here, I truly don't really know how this is gonna turn out.
Yeah, this quite honestly could just go all the way to the end because you have 2 minutes until Dragons, and I think it's another 2 minutes until you just end the game, period, because At that point, you just think that the players are gonna stay at base, wait, maybe get a rush in, maybe fall back if they start losing that rush. Because that's just how BEDWARS usually is in general. If you get that far in the game, of course, on popular servers, they just have a long time. So the games essentially go on forever. So something has to happen. As hello Yoshi,
What a
but
little man.
here the games are done quick, and then it's just a 1v1 and done, which is very interesting. I like it.
Right. I want to see if Waubun or Little Falls are going to make a big play here because you got less than a minute left until beds come in,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just kind of peeking out, but we aren't really committing to anything.
And we got about 45 seconds till Jean and Jean Jr., which is what I named the dragons, because one is actually canonically named Jean, and then Jean Jr. I don't
I
know.
love how you use the word canonically.
Yeah, in the canon it is.
Like in the MNVL Minecraft server has lore.
Well, not MNVL in Minecraft lore.
Oh, wait, where does it say that?
Um,